Hi, Beach Channel. This is Life and Style. My name is Carly, and I am here with the lovely Melissa Troha, who I have known for quite some time. We were just talking about that. And she is a board-certified physician's assistant. And welcome to the show,
Thank you.
Melissa.
I'm really excited to be here and reconnect again.
Yes.
This is awesome.
And you are at SkinLocal right now, which has 2 locations in Miami.
So 2 at Miami, and we have one in Orlando and one in LA.
Awesome.
Yes.
You guys are just like taking over.
Yeah. It's awesome.
And like, that's so exciting. Where are the ones in Miami?
So we have one in the near J-Land area.
Yeah.
I guess South Miami, you would say. And then the other one is in Pinecrest.
Pinecrest. Okay, perfect. So you're getting all the people down there.
Mm-hmm.
And that's so exciting. I'm so excited. And where did you guys start? Down in Pinecrest?
Yeah. So the Pinecrest office was the first one to open. And then the J-Land location was our second in Miami.
Wow.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. And all these pictures, like everything looks so neat and nice and warm and
it's definitely a cozy environment. We try to really make it a personalized experience for our patients so that when they come in, they feel like they're just at home.
Yeah. And that's what you want when you're going to a doctor's office. You're scared or you just want it to be calm and clean, most importantly.
And fun. I mean, I think we make it fun, so it makes going to work exciting.
Absolutely. So who's a part of your team?
So SkinLocal was founded by Jennifer Martinez and Gina McLean, which are both dermatology PAs, and they had been in the field. They have over 15 years of experience. So they started out in medical dermatology, cosmetics, and then they branched out and decided to join forces and open SkinLocal together.
That's so cool. Yeah. And then you came along a little bit after.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Very cool.
Yeah.
What makes kind of SkinLocal different than your normal office? I mean, I know that it's primarily PAs.
Yeah.
But...
Well, what they found was that there was kind of lacking an approach to the dermatology and wellness space, that there was like more of like a holistic approach, like a personalized attention. So we really take that into account when we're doing our consultations with our patients and we're doing our treatments, that you're not just another patient. We really try to make that experience personal so that patients keep coming back. They refer their friends, their family. So we get a nice community, and that's what we strive to achieve.
Yeah. And when you do that, people just want to come back and they trust you completely.
Yeah.
I do have to tell you that my last doctor that I had on, I asked her, do you ever tell a patient no?
Yes. I do say no.
I always say that's a great thing, because you have to have a provider that tells you no, because they don't, like I said, it's kind of like when someone's like, oh, where'd you go to get that done?
Exactly.
Yeah. You want it to look good.
And it's not easy. I think it's something that the longer I've done it, it's become easier, because in the beginning it's hard because you don't want to upset people. It's also difficult because it's also cosmetic. Yeah. So patients are paying money for these services.
Absolutely.
So if you don't do it, I mean, they will find someone who will do it, unfortunately, but it's not in their best interest.
You want your provider to tell you no if it's too much. Like, that's the most important thing, I feel, because if they're not telling you no, they're just taking your money.
Exactly.
And you want to have a relationship with your provider as well. Okay. So when a patient comes in, what's the first thing you try and assess when they come in? Are you feeling what they're feeling? What is the first things that happen?
So typically when they come in, one of the medical assistants will bring them in. We try to get a feel for if they've done cosmetic procedures before. For me, I like to know what they've done and I try to ask them 3 things that they would like to improve. I find that when we give them the mirror and we're like, what is wrong with you? Or like, what do you hate about? Then they kind of go down a very dark path. So I try to say, what are 3 things you would like to improve? And then we can focus on their top priorities. I also try to give them, recommendations on things that can also improve, maybe things they haven't pointed out, in a way that doesn't seem very overwhelming. Or I try to, every patient's different. There are patients who want all the information, and there are patients who just want very little. So
every patient's different, but you're going to go in there and kind of assess how they feel and make a plan from there on out. what kind of, do you give them a skin routine as well?
Yeah,
Or?
I think that's also, if they may come for Botox, but I always ask them what they're doing at home, because you'd be surprised how many patients are coming in for Botox and they've been doing that forever, and then they don't even wear sunscreen. So I think it's important to also make sure that we're taking care of our skin. That's very important.
Yeah, because you're paying for so much money, and you're not going to be taking care of your skin. So you have to have a whole plan.
Exactly. So I try to focus on 3 things that maybe I ask what they're doing at home, and then maybe recommend a few things they can incorporate into their routine: sunscreen, vitamin C, retin-A, just basic things. And that way they can at least start to do that. And depending on how committed they are to their routine, I try to at least start with sunscreen.
Yeah. Sunscreen is probably the most important.
Yeah, I'm very passionate about that.
So what are like the most popular procedures right now that you see are like happening?
So, injectables, Botox, Dysport, we carry all the neuromodulators. Those are always going to be very popular. Injectables, filler, biostimulators, Sculptra. I think that's very popular now. More and more patients are wanting to do something to take
Can you
into account.
go into a little bit more detail about what Sculptra is? Because I know a lot of people don't know what it is.
Yes, so it's different from filler. It's not hyaluronic acid. It's a biostimulator, which means that it's going to help stimulate our own collagen production. So it's great for someone who wants to volumize, but not in so it's very slow. So we kind of recommend it's like the 401k for your face. So we're going to do things to tweak, but Sculptra is going to be more long-term. Yeah. It's going to improve collagen production. So that means it's going to improve skin texture, skin quality, and also help with signs of aging that we start to notice. I would say into our 30s, 40s is when we start to see the biggest changes in our skin. So it's something that is, immediate, but also long-term.
Okay. Yeah. That's amazing. And then let's talk about the lasers.
Okay. So we have non-ablative lasers. We have Moxie, BBL. So that's great. IPL. So that's going to be good for pigment, sun damage, wrinkles, texture. We also offer skin tightening devices, soft wave. We have Morpheus 8. We also have resurfacing lasers like CO2. Okay. We also do microneedling, which is great for anyone. So that's all skin types. We offer chemical peels. So those are great for just anyone who wants to do. They can even add it on to their Botox treatment that day. Yeah. So it's something quick and easy. And what else?
You guys do so much.
I know.
It's like a one-stop shop for everything.
Yeah. And we really take into account learning the latest technology, making sure that we're offering safe treatments, but that they're also effective.
Yeah. I follow you guys on social media, and you guys are always at trainings. You guys really take initiative in trying to figure out how to work things, making sure that you guys are the experts in it.
Yeah. Because everything's always changing, and we always have to stay
up to date on it. And that's what your patients want. So how often, let's get into Botox a little bit, because people I feel like Botox is the most not important, but the one that everyone always talks about. I guess it always depends on the person, how often they should be doing it. But do you have a favorite neurotoxin right now?
This is always hard. It's like, what's your favorite child? Well, right now, I would say I really liking Jeuveau lately. I think that is a nice option for patients who want still maintain some natural expression, but also improve fine lines and wrinkles. Yeah. But I really like all of them. I think they each have their place depending on what a patient's goals are.
Yeah. And there is one that I have been out of the field for a while, but it lasts a lot longer.
Yes, Doxify.
Yes. Okay. And is it like is everybody coming in wanting it?
Yeah. So that one is I really like Doxify for patients. I mean, anyone can benefit, but the nice thing it has that what makes it different from the other neurotoxins is that it has a peptide in it that also improves skin quality. So we find that when patients come back for their follow-up, they get this nice glow that can attribute. They don't really know why. It's just one of those things that we see on follow-up. And a lot of patients maybe don't want to come as often for their neurotoxins. So that can last. I always say it's double the longevity that you get from your traditional.
So the least amount, 6 months?
Yeah, I would say there are patients who maybe it's hard. I would say 5 to 6. Yeah, depending on the dose
and how old the person is, how much they
their
use
lifestyle,
their muscles. Yeah, for sure. Now you guys also do facials.
Yes.
I am always looking. Everyone's always asking me, where are the facials? Yes, I do need to come and get a facial done. Who does the facials?
So we have Natalie. We have Patty, we have Carmen, and we have Giovanna.
Okay,
so
awesome.
We have 4 estheticians.
Yes. Okay, perfect. And are they all like an hour long? Are there different types of facials?
So they're very customized depending on, your time frame, your goals, your budget. So we offer a variety, and they really customize it to, your skin, and what you're trying to achieve. But they're all great. You can do hydrofacial, there's As You Please, or where they kind of do, it's a custom facial. Yeah. And it's a great experience. So
yeah, I'm sure. I always feel like I just feel more myself when I get a facial.
Yeah, it's really important.
Yeah, it's more important. And then the hydrofacials are taking over.
I love the hydrofacial because there's no downtime. You can do it right before an event, and that's nice because a lot of patients sometimes ask about that. Can they do something right after if they worry about what's their skin gonna look like? But you can
because you're gonna go to like a gala. You want to make sure your skin looks glowy before the gala, and then go there that night. So that's amazing.
I love hydrofacial.
You guys are getting into wellness too.
Yes.
What type of wellness things do you guys offer?
So we offer vitamin injections like B12. We do IV vitamin therapy, and we also offer weight loss.
Okay, awesome. Yeah. And have you guys been seeing? I know the weight loss
things are taking over.
Yeah. Have you guys been seeing great results with
them? A lot of patients, I try to counsel them. It's a lifestyle. This is something that's going to help them kind of get back on track. A lot of patients, it's hard to when they don't know what to do in terms of their diet and exercise. So it's helpful for managing appetite. And, once they reach their goal, we come up with a maintenance program, and then we try to make it a lifestyle change for them. But patients have been really happy with that. And it's rewarding to see.
You automatically feel like people are just happier when they reach their goals and feel better about themselves.
Exactly.
I always said that dermatology was always like a rewarding field just because you make someone feel happier and better about themselves.
And it's very visual, the way that we see ourselves. It also impacts how we feel about
mental health.
Yeah, and how you go out in the world and interact with other people. So it gives you more confidence. So
it's such an important field, and I give you guys props so much. I love the
fun.
Field.
I mean, I can't imagine doing anything else. So.
And speaking of it, I am on TikTok all the time, and I am obsessed with the dermatology videos. One of my obsessions is yours.
Thanks.
So if you guys want to see one, go find Melissa.
It's funny because I kind of stopped doing it for a little while, and it's TikTok is a very interesting space. I'm still learning. It's very but I like it because
yours is informative.
I try to make it fun, but also informative. And I think there's a lot. I learn a lot on TikTok, so I try to make it there's a lot of misinformation out there. So I think it's a good opportunity for professionals, whatever your field is, to educate people. So that's what I try to do.
For sure. And you make it a lot of fun. Like I laugh whenever I see yours.
Yeah. I'm always my husband's family, like, oh, we watched your video. And I'm like, and then I have to think about oh my God, what am I posting? But it's usually all in good fun. But
yeah. And then SkinLocal also has their Instagram, and theirs is amazing. Good. You guys have a great photography team.
Yeah. We're very good on trying to capture everything that we do in the office.
Yeah, and your office is beautiful.
Yeah,
as well. At the
so the Dayland location is that one's
Dayland is the new one,
a little bit bigger than the Pinecrest office, and that's where we do some procedures that we don't do in Pinecrest. Like we do Morpheus there, and we do some other stuff. Yeah.
Hey, that's amazing. And then also you guys are also in other states, which possibly more. I'm only assuming.
Our plan is to continue expanding, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, because you guys are just blowing up. It's everybody that I know, I'm like, where do you go? They're like SkinLocal. SkinLocal.
Yeah, it's great. I feel like we have a nice community of patients, and it's all, a lot of it is word of mouth, and I think everyone has brings a nice, especially our team is great, so everyone brings a nice vibe. Vibe that patients feel when they come in. And I think that's what sets us apart from other
100%. And you have people that know what they're doing, which is super important, because I've been to a lot of offices where they don't know what they're doing or they don't care. So it's very important to have that. But also you need to tell me what your favorite like order. How do you do your skin routine? Like, what should people start with first?
Okay, so the most basic thing is, cleansing, which you can do in the morning and the evening. In the morning, the next step would be a vitamin C. So that could be either serum or lotion. And after that, typically moisturizer and sunscreen. That's like the very basic thing in the morning. And then sunscreen, try to aim for like between 30 to 50. You should try to get closer to 50 because we're not so good about reapplying throughout the day. And at nighttime, double cleanse. If you're female and you wear a lot of makeup, you should double cleanse just to make sure we get all that makeup off. And then the next step for me is usually I like to use either these toning pads from Skin Better or ZO, which are just sort of to remove any, dirt and oil. And then I like to do a little bit of moisturizer and then a retinol at nighttime. Yeah.
Which you can get at SkinLocal.
Yeah.
All those products you can get at SkinLocal.
And we have something for everyone. So we have patients who want to do 10 steps, then we have patients who want to do 3. So
yeah,
I think you can.
It's kind of just depends on the person and what their skin is like and how much work they need as well. So that's really important. So I heard you guys brought in a dermatologist.
Yes, Dr. Cervantes.
Yes, and you guys are also bringing in students as well to learn.
Yeah,
too.
So we have SkinLocal dermatology. So this is great. We're able to offer medical dermatology as well as skin checks and everything that goes along with it. So now we can take care of everybody. And we do have students that are coming in to shadow. We have high school students that either want to get to know the field to see if they're interested in it. We also have patients who are maybe have seen us over the years and they are interested in going to medical school or PA school. So it's nice to have. We have a PA student right now that's doing one of her rotations with us.
Yeah.
So
that's
nice.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of pay it forward.
And I also want to talk about these youngsters that are coming in to get Botox.
Yes. Okay.
So there's like this myth that says like if you start young, then like you won't have to do as much later. I don't know if it's a myth.
Yeah. So we do see now, I think also with social media, a lot of patients are starting cosmetic procedures younger and younger.
Yeah.
And really, it just depends on the patient because I have patients who are in their 40s and never done anything. And then I have patients in their 20s who maybe have more wrinkles. It just depends also on lifestyle.
Yeah.
But I always say once the wrinkles are at rest, if you're starting to notice that they're settling into the skin when you put your makeup on and that's bothering you, then Botox would be a great treatment for that. And there's also other things too. I mean, if someone doesn't want to start Botox, because I know that, maybe they want to start maybe skincare, you can begin with a retinol. That's always important. And microneedling is also a great treatment for someone who's in their 20s and wants to start something to help improve their skin.
For sure. Yeah. And your dermatologist, so she does skin checks.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So
perfect.
She does everything medical and cosmetic dermatology, and skin checks are very important. Yeah. Yes. So you should have one at least once a year, depending on your medical history, so that we can screen and find skin cancers early.
Yeah, it's super important to do.
Yes.
Especially everybody needs to do it. Yeah, in South Florida especially.
Yeah.
We're number 2 in the world for skin cancer, so everybody needs to do that.
Yes.
Okay, so are there any other offices that are coming to the Miami area?
So there's a 3rd location coming soon, so we'll be sharing that, and we'll be offering SoftWave, which is a skin tightening device. We'll have Ultra Clear and some other services. So
awesome. So
we're excited.
You guys are trying to like kind of reach various different areas of Miami so you can get
we want
a little bit of everybody so no one really has to travel far.
Yeah, we try to take that into account, and that's why, depending on your lifestyle, we also offer Saturday appointments too, so we can try to make sure that everyone can get their treatments in.
Is it every Saturday?
So right now it's one Saturday a month.
Okay.
And we also offer facials on Saturdays too.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
And people can come in for IVs as well.
Yes. So for IV therapy, that's something that takes maybe 30 to 40 minutes. So you can, we accept walk-ins. You can just call the office and let us know you're coming in. We can prepare for you. And then most patients, a lot of people work from home now. So you can be on your laptop. If you are traveling, it's good just to, if someone feels like they're coming down with something.
Or they went out on a Friday.
Yes. Or maybe they had too many martinis the night before. We have like headphones. You can lay down, you can recline, relax.
Awesome.
And just
those recliners look so comfy.
Yeah, they are. Once I figure out how to use them, I'm like, I should sit here more often.
You're like, wait, hold on, am I supposed to be working?
Yeah, but it's good because a lot of people, we're always on the go, so taking time. So when you're there, we have coffee, tea, we have little iPads if you want to watch something.
Yeah. What's your favorite procedure right now?
My favorite procedure that I perform or that I do on myself?
On yourself.
And
then we'll do it before.
So I love Moxie and microneedling are like my top, and I actually alternate those because the Moxie it's great for everyone, for any skin type. It's going to improve texture, pigment, pore size, and microneedling too. I like to kind of alternate those. The microneedling has very little downtime, so that's why I like that for someone who doesn't really have time to do anything major, and that will help stimulate collagen and help improve fine lines and wrinkles.
Yeah, for sure. And then what's your favorite one to perform?
I love injectables, Botox, filler. I like doing procedures. That's why I went into dermatology, because you're doing a lot of things with your hands, and just getting to know the patients. I feel like we have more time to talk and get to know each other.
Yeah, you get to know people on such like a personal level, and you're
like I know everyone's life. I mean, obviously everything always stays with me, but it's cool. I mean, I get to learn everything a lot from my patients, and when they keep coming back, they have kids, they're going on vacation, so
you're like a part of their life, and you're like it's so cute. And then you like follow each other on Instagram or Facebook if they want to. But
a lot of our patients that's how they keep up with us on Instagram. We post our specials of the month, so we try really hard to communicate.
And you guys do events too,
right?
Right?
We do a lot of events.
Okay, cool. And to learn about those events, we need to follow SkinLocal.
Yes, so follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook, and we're very active on Instagram, so you can see we always post any events that we're doing. You can RSVP for any events. So usually around the holidays, we do something in the spring, so we always have exciting things going on.
Awesome. That's amazing. I love that. All right, Beach Channel, that has been Life and Style. My name is Carly, and I'll see you next time.